Hey everybody, Mealworm here. In this video, we're going to go through something that was added for industry in the April 21st patch that's now live. Now, it wasn't a very large patch, but right here, number 9 is what we're going to be looking at with the new corporation industry mechanic. This says players with the following permissions: corporation industry and corporation hangar can initiate industrial, manufacturing, or reverse engineering jobs directly using materials in corporation hangars. So let's make a quick video going through what that looks like. And honestly, I think this is a really good change for those corporations and alliances that do still have, things running well with Indy, especially with buyback and such. So let's pop into game here. Now, I will show you. There are, like it said earlier, there's two main permissions that will need to be set up for the players that want to do this. So if you go to corporation, pop in here and go to permission management, there is a brand new one right here, corporation industry. So all players that want to do this have to have this specific permission. In addition to this, under this section here for the actual hangars, they need access to pull and deposit from the hangar that they're going to be using. So, if you have an industrialist or however it is, just make sure all of your items are in a hangar that those players have access to. Assuming that is set up correctly, I'll show you what the rest of that looks like. So to get started, I can kind of show you. Actually, I do need to move some PI over really quick. We're just gonna drag all that into third hangar. I use the third hangar for my industry stuff. So alright, so now when you're at the station that has all of the corp assets in it, you want to go into the industry. So you could do that from here or pop into here, go into industry. Now from here, there is a little bit of a change. You'll see two icons across from blueprints and reverse engineering. The first that has the little portrait icon in them are items that are in your personal hangars that you have access to. So I have no blueprints, and it looks like I do have some damaged holes there in a different station. And then the other one after it, these are items that are in corporation hangars that you have access to, that you'll now be able to use for these jobs. So for blueprints, you'll see I've got a whole bunch in here. I can keep scrolling. There's a ton, and it'll tell you where it is and which hangar it is. Like I said, I use hangar 3 for all of that. Same goes for the debris. It's all in here. So you can do reverse engineering or manufacturing jobs in this fashion. So I'll show you here. Let's start reverse engineering. Now on both screens, there's a little slider here that will let you select between personal or corporation. And you'll see because I have nothing in my personal hangars, these are all grayed out. I can't actually kick any off. But if I go into corporation, then they're all available. So let's say here, let's make a venture. So over here, it's going to ask you where you're pulling the items from. It is also where it's going to be deposited. So if you go into here, you'll see, because the game's hard-coded in Chinese, it's always going to be in characters here. Just know that they're in order, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if I go to Hangar 1, say I don't have anything in here. Funny enough, it still lets me use the holes, but that's whatever. So we'll move to 3, and you'll see these will pop in. You can also switch between personal and corporation here. If we go to personal again, you'll see I've got nothing. So we'll kick this off. Let's just do that. The next thing to note is the fees for the items are going to come from wherever you've selected. So if I go to personal, you'll see it's going to use my personal balance of 21 mil. If I go to corporation, it's going to pull that from the corporation wallet, which is little under 675 mil. So let's do that. Let's just kick this off because this video is going to be longer than 1:40 and I'll show you. So we're dropping this into the third hangar. So we're going to kick this off, boom, and now it's doing its thing. Now just for posterity, we can pop into, oh, see there, out of the corp funds. Now if we filter for blueprints, we'll find, yeah, see all the ship ones are up here. So I don't have any Venture 1 blueprints here in the third hangar, and it was already shown. I don't have any blueprints in the personal hangar. The same thing goes for making manufacturing jobs. So if I click in here, same thing as before. You can do personal or you can do corporation. So let's say we're just going to go and build a Condor 2. Why not, eh? So I've got plenty of blueprints again in that third hangar, And all of these items are already in. You see, I pulled the exact amounts that I needed. Are already here in this third hangar. Now this guy's not spec'd for building, but it's just a little tiny Tech 5 frigate, so it's not going to be too much. Same thing goes. You'll choose the hangar that it's coming from. It's going to take that money out of the corporation wallet. And just like before, when you're doing normal manufacturing, you can select how many you want to kick off up to a maximum of 10. So if we do start job, it's going to send us back here. There we go. And now it's pulled it. So if we go into my third hangar, there's out of the corp funds. Then we'll see I don't have any of that PI left. It's been all, I had a little bit left over, but it's all been sucked away. So this is extremely helpful if you are running industry as a corp. You don't have to split stacks anymore. You don't have to deal with audits. So there we go. Our venture blueprint has completed. So if we click on this, woohoo, we did it. We successfully made a venture blueprint. And so now, under the jobs, you can actually see personal jobs. I've got nothing. I'm not using anything. But you can see I am still using a manufacturing slot. If I go over to corporation, we'll see I'm in the process. This is a manufacturing job. It's making a Condor 2, making one of them. I was the initiator. If I were to check this on a different tune, it would tell me the actual person who kicked it off and where it's being made. You can change this filter to all jobs in progress. Awaiting delivery means the job is finished, but they haven't gone into the screen to pull it out, essentially. Paused is paused, and then history is going to be everything. So you see this one was already delivered because it's done, and I've never made anything on this character. He's my reprocessor and miner. But so now that that's done and it's shown as delivered, if we go into here, it should now be under right here. There's a new one. This always pops up if something is done, or if it was bought on a contract under corp delivery. Oh, it's empty, so it must have gone directly into this. Let's take a look here. There it is, venture. So it goes back into the hangar that it was built in. So this video is very short. We're at a whopping 7.5 minutes, but this I feel is going to be a very, very big change that's going to allow these industry focused corps, or even just corps that have a small sector of industry players and builders. This is going to make things happen a lot quicker. I know, early up until now, you have to split the stacks, pull them over. God forbid you're building a battleship and all of your materials are now in audit for hours, days at a time. Fantastic changes coming forward for all of that. So that's basically it that there all is to it. I just figured I'd make a quick video to show people what that looks like, and hopefully, we can get the industrial player base back up and running well in this game. But as always, if you have any questions or want any more information, you can find my Discord down in the description of this video. And that's about all, so I'll see you in space.